Cancer, hi. So this is going to be a reading for July 10th through the 16th, and I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Cancer, what is going on? Alright, the overall energy for the reading, the Knight of Cups. You're trying to keep your heart open as much as you can in a particular situation that you're dealing with. There's definitely somebody else attached to you here through this situation. I feel like you're doing a great job with this in terms of, especially despite of what's going on, trying to keep yourself open to anything that shows up, you know. But let's see, in the recent past, the Two of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, there's been a lot of on hold kind of an energy, you know, where nothing much was happening. The desire for things to work out was definitely there on both parts, but there's a lot of should we, shouldn't we? Should we do this? Shouldn't we do this? Should we try? Shouldn't we try? What do we do about it? You know, there's been a lot of an up in the air kind of an energy at play for the situation for quite some time, I would think there. In the current situation, the Eight of Cups, the King of Wands, the Emperor. Whoever this is attached to you, and I feel like this has come up recently, if I'm not mistaken, is in a period of time of stepping into their power. That means that they are possibly going through massive healing. They might seem disconnected from you, from a lot of other things and people and situations, because this is a very internal process. And to me, it kind of makes sense. When somebody's going through massive healing within themselves, there's not going to be much energy put outside of themselves, so that could make them seem disconnected, cold, like, ooh, they're not in touch with their emotions. They are, but for themselves, you know what I mean? So it kind of could look like that a little bit. That's why I said your energy of keeping yourself open as much as you can is actually creating space for this process, especially if this person is very close to you. In the immediate future, the Queen of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Chariot. That's definitely your energy right there, especially with the Chariot coming through. And you're going from the Knight of Cups to the Queen of Cups. So not only are you in this space of holding space for yourself, a lot for yourself, and just kind of working on that constantly to keep that space open, but also for whatever's happening here, because there's a process at play. You know, for someone that if they're connected to you, then it's your own, there's a third entity here, you know, the connection that the two of you create. So this energy right here that you're stepping into, friggin' amazing. Let's see, let's clarify. Let me clarify the Knight of Cups. The Ten of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Devil. There's a little bit of an unhealthy energy right here attached to you, to your perception of this connection. Now, this could be a marriage for some of you. It could even be something important that's not a marriage, but you kind of perceive it as that. You kind of see it as that. And there's been some unhealthy ways at play in this connection at some point. One of the unhealthy ways that possibly still belongs to you, is the sense of defeat you have over it. So you're entering something with an open heart, with great freaking intentions, but also with your own fear of, is this going to work out? Is this going to last? Are they going to leave? Am I going to leave? Is something going to happen? That's a little bit of fear that's in the way. So even though this energy is massive of openness towards this, you got something that's in the way, even if it's little. It's there. And if you don't pay attention to it, it's going to grow. And it's going to grow to the point of it's going to block you to access this connection from that space of your heart. So I kind of am looking at this Knight of Cups moving forward and leaving this energy a little bit behind, which is telling me that you're possibly working through this fear to push it to the side, you know, to push this obstacle to the side, or it's still here but you're not seeing it, you know. Overall, I'm seeing you kind of getting past it in terms of working with it. So hopefully that's the case, but we'll see in the reading. Let's do the Two of Wands there in the recent past. Oops. Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords, the Lovers. Ooh. Man, there's been a lot of stressing about the situation in this period of time of up in the air, of standby, you know. There's been a lot of things running through your head constantly and, you know, accelerating, like, what's going on? A lot of times where you wanted to give up. Behind all that, there's the meaning of this connection, and it's pretty big. You know, you're showing me, yeah, this means a lot to me. So I feel like that's why, even though you felt at times to give up, to just freaking walk away, and that's where the fear played a big role, you know. Who's gonna leave? Oh, I'm gonna. Fuck it, you know. And if they're not gonna, because that's my fear of this, that they're gonna leave, I'm gonna create it in such a way that I leave. Someone has to leave, you know. That's what fear does. That's how it kind of works. Especially when you're showing me the meaning of this, you know, that from a soul perspective, you're very connected to whoever this is. But when old patterns come in and when old fears come in, it's very hard to deal with those, no matter how important this connection is. And I don't see you leaving, I see you standing by though. You know, energetically speaking, it's almost like you're taking a break. It's like, I'm here, but I'm not here, you know. Let's do the Two of Pentacles. The King of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Five of Swords. Yeah. This is a pattern. This is where you're showing me, I don't know what to do about this because we keep on coming back to the same thing. Like, I know what I need to do about it, or what we need to do about it, but then we come back to the same pattern of, so let's say you're having a fight or something, right? And then after that, you make up, everything's fine. It's like, oh yeah, it's okay, we're good now. Yeah, we're in a good place. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you too. Okay, you know, let's have some tea at 2 a.m. something. But that's quite deceptive because it prevents you. So it's like you have a plan in mind in terms of this has to change because we keep on doing the same thing. And I know what to do to change things, but I never get to do it because I fall into the repeating of the same things. So it's kind of preventing you from moving things forward in a different direction. Repeating the same patterns here of let's fight, let's make up, let's fight, let's make up, let's fight, let's make up. And then things never change, really. So that's why the situation looked like the same thing is happening over and over again. Things are, you know, up in the air here. Nothing is really changing. Nothing is really working. Let's do the Three of Cups, the Hermit, the Ten of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. There it is. You know, when someone stops through all of that and really starts to go deep within themselves and starts healing certain things that just kind of throws them back into those patterns. And I kind of get the sense that it's you, it could be them, but one of you definitely stopped to go deep within themselves and to figure out what the hell they want out of this. And it was goddamn difficult. It's looking like it wasn't easy, but someone did it. And from there, they came out with this energy of, I want something brand new here. I don't want for this to continue like this. And that's when things started transitioning, started shifting. Just from that place of really aligning with themselves and what they want. You know, even if before they had a plan or let's implement certain things. It needed to shift within one of you. And it did. Let's do the five. I almost said Fight of Cups because I saw 8 of Cups. Eight of Cups in the current situation. Four of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, whoever this is that's going very deep within themselves to really step into their power there, because that's the process here, seems very much disconnected, especially emotionally. Seems like they're not there fully with the other person. And the other person is taking it as kind of a bummer. But through that, they still keep on going. They're like taking it one day at a time, And that to me is creating space. That to me is, all right, let me not take it personally, because I don't think they have something against me. I don't think it's like, oh, you don't love me anymore. It's like trying to look at things from a different perspective, from the bigger picture. So definitely relating to what the other one is possibly experiencing. And instead of taking it as, oh, you don't love me, you suck. They're bummed out about it, they don't like it, but they push through it. They keep on going because they know it's possibly going to lead to good places here. Let's do the King of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Whoever this is trying, it's like, think of it as, again, you're going through a major period of time of healing. And again, to me personally, that represents going inward. When you go inward, your energy doesn't go much outward. So whoever this is, they know they're in that place of inward, but they're trying their best, almost forcing themselves to put a lot outward so that they give something here, so that they have an energy exchange, so that they keep it running. Now, it's not going to be much. In their mind, it's like, I gotta force this to happen. I gotta give a lot outside of myself, because otherwise who knows what's going to happen here, and I can't lose sight of this. So it's almost a little bit disruptive to their process, depending on how they work with that energy. If they feel like it's forceful, it could be disruptive to their process. If it feels like it's natural, and this is what I got, this is everything I got right now, I'll come back with better, bigger energies. But for now, accepting that they only have a little to give, that would actually be quite beneficial to acknowledge, all of everything they have to give. Their intention is to give. Their intention is a good one. It depends on how they push it outside, Let's do the Emperor. Six of Swords, the Temperance card, the Six of Wands. It's going to be a process. It's not going to take 5 minutes. It's not going to take 5 days. It's going to be quite the lengthy process here by the looks of it. And because of that, it depends who is who here and who is in the position of the other one that's looking at this and how they perceive it and how they take it. I see it taking a very long time, but after this time, this freaking explosive energy of, man, this feels good. So definitely shifting into an energy of coming outward with all of that work and implementing it and putting it out there into the world, and especially towards the person that's been there all this time. So it's going to take a little while. It's not easy, it's lengthy, but it's quite beneficial. Not only for whoever this is, but for the other party and for this connection. I don't see the other party that's looking at this losing their patience through this, which is freaking amazing. They're just taking it one day at a time as it goes, and it's like, okay, let's see where this goes. But not really expecting anything and being like, oh, give to me now. What the hell are you doing? It's a very interesting dynamic, very healthy. That's showing up here. In the immediate future, for the Queen of Cups, you get the Page of Pentacles, the Empress, the Two of Pentacles. All right, learning to balance out these energies. As this energy comes through in the current, as time passes and whoever this is steps into their power, the other energy attached to this one is bringing it up. They're already there, but they're bringing it up in terms of balancing it out. One shows up, I wouldn't say, it's kind of showing up as the masculine and feminine, and it's that perfect balance between them. But it could be that way. I wouldn't go that far into this in terms of whoever this is stepping into their masculine power and the supportive one is the feminine, and then they meet halfway and it's okay, yeah, okay. But it's more like balancing out both energies within yourself, within themselves, you know, where all of us have both the masculine and the feminine, right? So it's like one brings up one, that brings up the opposite for the other one, and as the opposite for the other one comes in, it's going to bring out the same for this one. It's kind of like an exchange, you know, you bring up my feminine, I'm going to bring up your masculine, and then you're going to bring up my masculine. Well, you know, so all of it is kind of coming into play in that way. It's a little confusing, but it's an organic kind of a way where you don't even have to explain it, it just happens, you know. For the feminine part, it seems to be a little bit confusing when that wants to come in. It seems to be a little like, you know, it was easier with the masculine, because with that it's like, okay, I'm stepping into my power, I know what I have to do, things are like this, like this, like this, and I'm gonna make them happen. With the feminine, it's about opening up your heart. It's not an easy one. And whoever this is that's stepping into their power, I feel like they're next into, okay, let me look into my feminine energy. But it is being brought up by the other person next to them. So that's when things get a little bit, that's a little difficult here. You know, it's not as easy as with the other one. Not that the other one was easy, but yeah, so they're learning. They're definitely stepping into the process of learning how to do that, how to step more into their heart there. It's a little clumsy. It's a little, uh-oh. I need to open up my heart now? Oh, shit. Okay, we'll do it. Okay, how do you do that? You know, how do you do that again? Let's do the 7 of Pentacles in the immediate future, the 5 of Wands, the King of Wands, the 5 of Cups. There's still some things from the past that want to come back in, some conflict, some energies of the past that kept this connection in that place of nowhere, basically. So there might be some conflict here and there, some disagreements, some not being on the same page here and there, some passionate kind of, what's going on here? Let's, you know, but I do see them tied up to the past with that 5 of Cups there, all of these things. So they are going to show up, but I see you and whoever this is working through them as they come in. It's normal for these things to come up, you know. Whenever I see healing going up and up and up, there's always going to be an energy trying to interfere, and it's usually that of the past that, you know, kind of tries to pull you back to where you were. Like, no, we don't need this change. You know, we're comfortable where we're at. Why would we change? We know this already. Yeah, but it sucks, you know. Well, yeah, it sucks here and there, but at least you know it, you know. Let's do the Chariot in the immediate future, the Fool, the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles. Wow, that's beautiful energy. This situation is going places. You are definitely individually going places in your healing. There's a sense of stepping into your power from all angles, you know, where you're going to feel it in the physical, that sense of confidence. You're going to feel it emotionally, that sense of your heart expanded. And energetically, it's going to give you that boost of just taking chances and just trying things out and just be open to pretty much anything. This is definitely more your energy with the Chariot being here. But again, if you're part of whatever this is, whoever this is kind of working towards the same thing. So even if this is yours now, it's going to be them 5 minutes later, you know. So this is really nice. Let's see what the universe has to close it off. Eight of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. All right. This fear keeps on wanting to come in, and it's your fear, the one that showed up in the beginning. That's why it showed up, because it's kind of like you forget about it. You know, you see these energies and everything's growing and everything's fine, and then you look back and it's like, wait a minute. This fear was here, and it looks like it's in your periphery, but it's still there. So as things grow, as things evolve, this fear of abandonment, whatever kind of abandonment, keeps on trying to sneak in. So just pay attention to that. But anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.